What's up guys, Philly Car Tips, and today I'm going to show you how to repair a thread bolt hole. So you ever work in your car, you keep turning like this, and you feel no resistance, the bolt's not gripping, well, that means you stripped your bolt hole. So I'm going to show you guys how to repair it by using this thread repair system right over here, and I'll show you step by step. You do need a drill, and stay tuned, it'll be a step-by-step procedure on how to fix or to rethread a bolt hole. And you could buy this part. I got this at AutoZone, but you could buy it anywhere online if you like. Alright, so this here we have our thread repair system here. You want to get the drill size 1/4, which should be this one right over here. And so when you read this off, it says drill size 1/4. That's the one you need, or 6.3 millimeters. And the screw size you need. So when you guys grab your screw, you go to the parts store, they have like a bunch of screw holes, you screw them in, now will determine your screw size. So mine is a 6M-1. So this is what I need to, the bolt hole to be rethreaded, to put it right in there. And it'll fit. So stay tuned, I'll show you guys how to do that. And now we're going to start drilling. I did have to take out the transmission dipstick, the output shaft for the transmission lines, just to have more room, because I'm so limited to having room here, especially working with the drill. So I had to, pretty much find as much room as possible that I could do. So, it's not going to be an easy job, especially working on the transmission in a very tight spot, but, it is what it is. And here I'm using a magnetic stick to pick up any metal particles that could possibly go into the transmission, and pick as much as possible. Again, I am going to do a transmission fluid flush right after this, simply because I do know there's going to be particles going to the transmission. And if you look at here, the hole is clean, ready to be threaded. Alright, now I installed the threader in. What I first did before I'm starting to turn with the wrench, I actually I hand tightened it, made sure it was straight, and then once I couldn't hand tighten anymore, I used a 1/4 wrench, and when you start turning, you feel that grip, and just turn quarter by quarter, and just take your time on this one. This is one of those things where slow and steady wins the race, you guys. You don't want to do all this work and then have to go back to get in the drill to clean the hole again, and possibly make the hole bigger where you can't where you cannot use the hole anymore. So just take your time on doing this part. Okay. Alright guys, that is good. Now we gotta unscrew it, and as well you want to do this slow and steady. It's also a good thing to do is when you feel like there's tightness, you reverse, you go back like that. Simply because when you're unthreading the thread screw, you don't want it to catch or strip again. So when you unscrewing it, screwing back in, you're still making the threading for the thread insert. So this is a very important part you guys do. And again, take your time. Slow and steady wins the race. I cannot emphasize that enough. There's all the metal shavings right there. There we go. I like to use one of these magnets just so it could pick up the metal. So again, to me, you're gonna have parts come like little particles go in the transmission, so you try to avoid as much as possible. Alright, then we're gonna use a thread which is right over here. You're going to put on a screw. You want to have this part, that part in the bottom, just like this. Just like that. Not gonna lie, it's a little tricky working around with this transmission, just because it's not much of a straightaway, you know. But the threading is going in, which is good. All right, that's tight. Now we gotta get a hammer. All right, guys, so now once the threading's in, you do have to hammer this part out. It's gonna be a little difficult. I don't have a small hammer, so I gotta nail this right. And here my jerking off skills are gonna come in handy. I'll be under quarantine for a while, so at least that comes in handy working on a car. I think I got it. No, if I did, there we go. Right, and let's take a closer look. I know it's hard to see, but you can see the threading right in there. Hopefully we can bring this light right here. And there we go. We got our new threading right in. And just to make sure, let's just put our bolt in, see how it feels. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alrighty guys, and hopefully this video helps you out on how to rethread a bolt. I know this was here working on the transmission. It's a little bit iffy, but hopefully that's you guys could hopefully this video helped you guys a lot on how to do it. I know it's a lot. It takes for some people it takes a lot of confidence to do, but my theory is, you know, slow and steady will always win you the race, especially working on cars. Just because you don't want to you know, rush through something and then you miss something, have to go back and redo it all over again. So with that being said, hopefully if you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up and please like and subscribe.